Minecraft caves have gone from cold, barren places to huge, lush expanses of life. But what if we took that one step further and transformed a cave into a thriving ocean teeming with life? Join me and my foxy friend Millie as we bring a coral reef, a ship, and much more to an ocean in a cave in this Minecraft makeover. Alright, new project, new day, and you all know what that means. We need some tools, a bed, and something to eat. And since today's video we're going to be going underground, I want to get through this pretty quickly. Okay, now that I have some tools, I'm going to need some food and a bed, both of which can be achieved by finding a sheep. And oh, there are 3 right here. And I think there was a grey one. Yep, there was. So let's just take these because we need all the food we can get. And I guess we'll take the cow as well. I see a little opening to a cave down here and I'm hoping maybe it's a good spot to start. Oh. Okay, I was just going to jump directly down there, but that is going to kill me. So maybe we'll mine our way down there. And I'm just going to leave my bed and whatnot right here. And then we can head out to get some resources. Oh, after I cook some food, that is. I stayed underground to start by upgrading my tools and getting some armor. Once I had some iron armor and a diamond pickaxe, I collected some cobblestone, moss, deep slate, and extra iron and coal. I then picked up some obsidian to repair a ruined portal so I could gather warped wood. On my way back from the portal, I looted a mineshaft for a silk touch book, which I threw onto my pickaxe. So the first thing I'm going to build here is definitely my house, mostly so I can make sure that I have enough space to build it before we flood this place, so that I don't have an underwater house. So as always, the first step is building a foundation, and obviously that is exactly what we're doing right now. Usually the foundation is just like an outline of the house, but for this one I've actually got to do a sort of supporting thing so that it looks normal hanging off the side of this cave. Alright, that's the frame of the foundation done. Now let's add in the floor. Or, I guess technically build the actual foundation. Alright, that's looking pretty good, but now that I'm really looking at it, I feel like I need to make this foundation quite a bit bigger. Alright, I'm just going to add all of these fences, and hopefully it's big enough to fit a house on it. Alright, now that's done, let's get a frame and some walls up. So although not intentional, I feel like I'm going to use these little lines of oak that I've done as a sort of marker for where I'm going to put the house. Although this here is going to be a bit difficult. Do I just put the blocks maybe here? Yeah, I feel like that works. I've gone with warped wood because I feel like it has a perfect blue-green tone and kind of looks like it's been water damaged for a long time. Like, I'm going for sort of worn beach hut vibes. Also, side note, I don't even know if I sound weird at this point, but if you are thinking, you're sounding a little bit funky, that's because I was sick recently and my voice still hasn't fully recovered. I think I sound pretty normal at this point, but sometimes when I'm talking, it feels like words just cut off, so if it does happen, just ignore it and pretend you didn't hear it. Although, if my words are cutting off, then you literally won't hear them. Anyways, all we have left to do now on this house is add a roof, and then we get to do interiors, which I'm super excited about. I have opted to use a mix of deep slate textures here, and I'm kind of regretting it because it makes it sort of blend into the area a little bit too much. Maybe I should have used maybe a different type of wood or something, but it looks good with the warped wood at least. Oh man, I thought that the roof was the last step before interiors, but then I remembered I actually have to do some exterior details before I move on with that. So let's get that done. To be honest, probably just need to add a bunch of leaves to the roof. And finally, let's add some light up here. I feel like the glowberries are doing a good job at keeping this cave lit up, but I don't want to risk anything. And now it is time for interiors. Interiors are usually my favorite, but I actually haven't left myself a lot of space in here. And I need to fit an enchanting room, a crafting room, and also storage. And I also need to put my armor back on. Why am I like this? Much better. So in this room, I'm just gonna make this whole back wall a bunch of chests. And I'm not 100% sure how much smelting I'm gonna need to do, but here's a bunch of furnaces just in case. Then in this little side room, I'm gonna put all the tables I could possibly need. Okay, perfect fit. I'll definitely add some details to those rooms later, but for now, let's get this enchanting setup in. And an enchanting setup takes up a surprisingly large amount of room. So we're not gonna have a lot of space to do anything else here. I think this will probably just be the bedroom and that'll be it. So very strange home interiors, but sometimes you just got to work with what you've got. Unfortunately, I didn't plan to build an extra storage hut or enchanting space like I usually would, mostly because this cave is very big, but not big enough to include 2 extra houses and all the other things I have planned. So we've got to work with what we've got here. So let's just make this floor a little bit more fancy by using some of these chipped blocks. Millie's gonna have to find her own way back up here if she doesn't just jump up here. Millie, can you please get back up here? Thank you. And then I think I'll put the bed facing this way. Oh, actually, I probably don't even need to bring it out that much. Does that look okay? Yeah, it's definitely a little bit cramped in here, but it's fine. Let's just place a couple of temporary blocks here so that we can place a nice painting. Oh, perfect. That is the ocean. And then let's get rid of these and put up some nice wall lights. Then to make it feel like the bedroom has a little bit more privacy, I'm going to put in a big old tree planter thing here. And then I'm also going to put another one right here. Then I think on the edge of these bookcases here, I'm going to do these trapdoors and also place some of these corner trims that I absolutely love. I feel like it makes sense to also put one of these trims right here and then also join this up on the other side. Okay, I don't hate that. And then maybe we'll take out a couple blocks here and then also add some trims there. Okay, nice. Actually, I feel like maybe adding these types of trims might also help this look a little bit more cohesive. Okay, yeah, that makes this feel a bit more like an actual room without having to put in a bunch of walls and make it feel even smaller. I was just thinking to fill in this weird gap, instead of adding a wall, we could just do a little accent table and flower moment, and then also put a light up here just so it's not so scary and dark right there. I should probably put in a couple lights in here too because something scary might spawn. Although to be honest, on that note, I should probably add some more interesting lighting. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just do a bunch of lanterns. Oh, I can't place them there without a chain. That's a bit frustrating because I wanted to kind of have it so they were at like different levels. Okay, yeah, what I could do is add that and then add one of those. Yeah, that works. Okay, I added some cute little things on the walls and also some extra flower pots down here. I think this room looks super cute. And then over here, I've only just done a couple shelves, but interestingly, look at this. Why did they come out brown in here? Does this part maybe cross over into another biome above? Probably. That is so interesting. I've never seen that happen before with the flower pots. Oh, it's like a different color there too. Okay, wait, I have to try something. Okay, it's definitely a biome thing because it changes very gradually as we get over here. So that is super interesting and super cool. And now I have a bunch of flower pots that I have nothing to do with. All right, I added a few of those pots to the walls in here, but other than that, that is our interiors done. Super basic, but super functional. All right, so I'm running out of food that the villagers so kindly let me borrow. So naturally, our next task is to build a farm. So I'm hoping that because underneath this is all going to turn to the dark brown, but I have no idea. I might have to add in some little water holes. But Hopefully I don't. Anyways, let's get this land tilled and hope we don't have to add any water. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it is way too dark down here to actually grow anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in street lamp type things and then hang some lanterns from it. And hopefully that emits enough light for stuff to start growing. Or, you know, for me to actually be able to plant anything. Let's just do a quick check. Oh, perfect. Oh, we've run out of light here, so we're probably gonna have to add in a few more lanterns, but let me just run around and add all these cute street lamps and then I'll add the more basic things. There's another dead spot right... Millie? Why does she do that? She just randomly lets out the most terrifying scream I've ever heard, but she's absolutely fine. Anyways, as I was saying, there's a dead spot here, but I think overall we've had a success here. Oh, another dead spot here and here too. We can always add more lights, it's fine. Now that I don't have to worry about starving to death, I do have to worry about being murdered. So let's get the greater part of this cave lit up so I can do some terraforming. Alright, that's much better and way less scary. Oh my goodness, the timing of that. Oh, that was a jump scare. Alright, so I'm just going to do a little bit of smoothing here just to make the floor of this cave look a little bit more like an ocean. To be honest, I think this is generally going to make everything look much better once the sand goes down. Alright, well, it kind of looks like nothing has changed, but trust me, it has, I promise. I spent the next couple of days topping off my stone and killing skeletons for bone meal. Then I headed back above ground for sand, dirt, and gravel. Lastly, I put my new Silk Touch pickaxe to work, using it to get corals. I'm not sure that was how it was meant to be used, but I repaired it along the way. Okay, so we're transforming this into an ocean, and oceans tend to have sand on the floor, so I think I'm just going to do the sand on the shallower parts and then gravel on the deeper parts, just because I feel like that's going to make it end up looking a bit more realistic. Okay, I'd say that's all of the sand down. Now let's get some gravel down. What's kind of funny about this section is that to place all of the gravel, I have to get rid of all of my torches, and also the sand. So I pretty much just wasted my time there by placing torches. And as I get further and further into placing this gravel, I do feel like I'm going to have some scary guys creep up on me. As the further along I get, the darker it gets. If you've seen any of my other videos where I have to do things with water, you'll know that I struggle with water physics. So, to kind of prevent that, I'm going to set up some sort of scaffolding grid thing that I can place all the water in, and then it should make it so this whole thing fills in much nicer. So, let's get this grid placed. Ooh, okay, gosh, that felt like it took forever just to get across that one bit, and now I'm being met by a lot of locals. I should probably run around and put a bunch more torches down, but I'm also about to fill this whole thing with water, so when that happens, I'm not even going to need torches. At least for this bit. Okay, I literally feel like I'm going insane right now because I have to crouch to do this constantly. Which means I'm moving very slowly, and it feels like this part is taking me longer than anything ever has taken me. Like, I've been here for ages, and I've only got this part of the grid done, and I've still got all of this to fill. Millie, what have you even got in your mouth? Is that a torch? She has the hot end of a torch in her mouth. Classic. It kind of looks like she has a little lollipop, actually. Very cute. But also not very helpful to just follow me around. Do you mind maybe building something? Nope, she's just trying to push me off the edge. Okay. Noted. Does it maybe feel quicker if I do this? Oh, it does a little bit, actually. Now it's time to cross our fingers and say a prayer and see if this makes the water smooth. I'm really hoping this is the correct method to fill a large area of water. If not, I'm probably gonna just maybe cry. I don't know. Although, even if it doesn't work, I'm sure we'll figure out a way to make it work. I really hope nobody is screaming at their screen right now just knowing this isn't going to work, because I'm not going to find out if it's going to work until this is all done and I get rid of all the dirt. Which will be in a very long time, it feels like. I guess I could do a little test section, but I just kind of don't want to know if this isn't going to work. Oh, that doesn't look good. That's not looking good. Do I maybe just need something there? Does that fix it? Oh, that isn't fixing it. How do I fix this? And also, why is it not working? I also feel like maybe if I take away more pieces, it's more likely to start filling in. Or at least I hope. This isn't giving me much hope right now. Alright, anyways, you might think I'm insane, but I'm going to continue with this method and hopefully it does all work out in the end. And if not, then who knows? Okay, I am literally living in fear right now because the creepers and whatnot just keep traveling up the water and then just popping out of the holes like a whack-a-mole. See? They just keep popping up and it's really scaring me. Don't you dare blow up. I mean, blowing up would probably speed up the process a little bit when I do have to break it, but I don't want to break this stuff too early. Alright, now for the moment of truth. I am quite literally terrified. Is it evening out? I mean, it's kind of working. I feel like it's only the bits that are up against here that's not working. When I break these blocks, it's like they fill in. But why is there not a water block right here? Hopefully that fixes that issue. I guess maybe doing this is the way forward. Maybe I should have done the grid this way. Ooh, no, that's not working, is it? Oh dear. Okay, Alright. What do I do? Do I break this whole thing and just hope? Or... I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to start again anyway, so I'm actually just going to break all of this and then just pray that it works. Okay, well, I feel stupid right now. So before I decide to go all the way back in and, you know, add a bunch of dirt and whatnot to try and fix this, I'm going to go around the edge and hope that filling in these blocks does something to help fill in all of these blocks, because it's going to be super hard to place dirt anywhere under the water, honestly. Although these corner bits filling in is kind of giving me a little bit of hope that this is going to be the fix to this. I feel like when I filled in the edge of water before, it just automatically fills itself in, so hopefully that's the case here. Don't really know what to do if that isn't the case. Okay, great. Well, that didn't work at all. Nice thing though is... Oh, where have they gone? There are fish in here now, so something's working, just not the water mechanic. No! Oh, that's just made my day infinitely worse. Okay, wait, I think I've got it. I was gonna start doing like an extra grid under here so that I could place more water. But it looks like when I start doing this, it fills in those extra pieces. So I guess if I just very painfully go along and do this, it should end up filling in all of those gaps. And then I'll just have to go around and, unfortunately, break dirt whilst it's underwater. But, you know, it's going to fix the water and it's going to look great when it's done. Gosh, this is painful. Phew. Okay, I feel like the method all along was to just fill this entire thing with dirt and then fill with water and then get rid of the dirt, because that is literally what fixed this thing. Man, am I glad that part's over. So now that we actually have the water fixed, I can start making the water look alive. I'm just going to add in some corals and seagrass and all that good stuff to bring some color down here, because right now it's looking a little too, well, dead. Actually, to be honest, I have a lot of things that I want to build down here, so I feel like maybe before I fill this thing up with coral, I should build those things and then build the coral around them. Let me just finish off this one though. Oh, and try not to drown. And then we'll get to work on the other things that I need to build. So on my travels, I was going to grab a bunch of fish buckets, but obviously fish are just naturally spawning in here anyway, so I didn't want to waste my time with that. But I do have a few turtle eggs, and I feel like it would just be super cute to have them be here, and I guess they'll eventually hatch, and then we'll have a few turtles about the place. I mined stone for stone bricks and cobblestone, as well as gathering some more moss. While I was underground, I also upgraded some more of my tools to diamond. Above ground, I gathered everything I needed for both concrete and terracotta, as well as some purple and magenta dyes. Then I went on a fun little side quest to find a heart of the sea for a conduit. I finished off by gathering some sandstone and prismarine. So the idea here is that this cave is kind of close to an ocean, and I want a dolphin in here, and it's not like I can just pick one up and carry it in. So what we're gonna do is essentially dig a canal, then I'm gonna lure the dolphin down, and then I'm gonna drop them down into the little hole, and then they should splash down into the cave and be just fine. Just like a water slide. Hopefully. Alright, well it looks like it's gonna need a little bit of a hand making its way down to the cave, so let me just fill up this little canal with water, and yeah, hopefully this goes a lot better than the first time I tried to fill something with water here. If I was a dolphin, I would swim up this bit here, and then hopefully just fall right down here. Oh. Yeah, okay, that should work perfectly. The only issue now is trying to find a dolphin, and I'm actually not sure if they're in these waters here, but we can hope. Oh, is that? Oh, that's a drowned. Oh my goodness. Is that fish or is that dolphins? Oh, it's two dolphins. Okay, hopefully these guys, well, to be honest, I only really need one to follow me. It'd be nice if both did though. And then they should give me a little bit of swimming speed back to the canal, and this should be the easiest thing I've ever done. Where is the canal? Is this the canal? Nope, that's not the canal. Abort, abort. I think the canal is much further this way. Ouch. Oh, I said much further. It's literally right here. Oh, but I've lost the dolphin. I can't believe I said this is going to be the easiest thing I've ever done, and then it's just become the most frustrating thing I've ever done. Actually, trying to fix that water earlier was the worst thing I've ever done. Where is that dolphin? Okay, I'm pretty sure we're on the move via dolphin right now. Let's get to the canal. Is she with me? Yes, she is. Please, come this way, come this way. Please. Follow me. All right, here we go. Nope. Oh, my goodness. Okay, down this way. Is she coming? Oh no. This is gonna take me a while. Let's get down here. Why does she not want to come with me? It's like she doesn't want to be trapped in a hole forever. Where's she gone? Hello? Oh my gosh, she's all the way over there. I gotta stop working with water because I feel like it just never works out for me. Oh, please come down here. She's like stuck. Oh no, I'm gonna get back up there and she's gonna have just gone back into the ocean, isn't she? Okay, no, she's just stuck. Oh, wait, did it work? I think we have a success here. Do we have a success? Is she in here? She is, yay! Oh, no, what the heck? Get back down here. Whew, okay, what a palaver that was, but we have got a lovely dolphin now. I cut off the canal, so hopefully she doesn't swim out. What can we do next? All right, so I have some more underwater builds that I definitely want to do, but to make that happen, I feel like we definitely need to build the conduit, just so that I'm not constantly drowning, and it's just a much more comfortable experience. See, I definitely don't want to have to keep bobbing out of the water in order to build stuff, so this is going to be super helpful. All right, now I just need to connect up these bits, and then I should be able to place my conduit. We'll break this, and hopefully that works. Oh, and it does. Okay, beautiful. Ooh, I hate the sound of this thing. It makes me feel anxious. So the first of my underwater builds here is definitely going to be some underwater ruins. So let's encase this conduit with something a little bit more fancy, and then we'll add a few more ruins about the place, and hopefully it looks super cool. Oh my goodness, is that one of the little turtles? Oh my gosh, it is. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. How is it so tiny? I feel like I've never seen a baby turtle in Minecraft, actually. Please stay still. I want to look at you. Oh, Dolphin is making me go way too fast for this. Ah! What are you doing under here? Man, I really have transformed this cave into an ocean at this point if these guys are spawning down here. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Placing these things means that there's gonna be breaks in the water, which means I'm gonna have to go around and fix the water after I've done this. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a little bit annoying. Oh wait, why is it not doing it here, but it's doing it there? I am so confused. Is it gonna do it over here? Nope, I guess it is doing it here, but is it gonna do it here? No. Okay, something weird's going on here, but either way, it's less for me to fix and I'm not gonna question it. All right, looks like we've got another couple visitors. Gosh, I feel like this is gonna be a very annoying, recurring, nuisance. Every time a zombie comes down here to get me, it just turns into one of these guys. Ouch. Is that the dolphin just pushing me into him? It is, isn't it? Anyways, that is the ruins around the conduit done, and I've done another one over here, and I feel like this space here is looking a bit empty, so I'm going to put another one over here. Alright, it's looking like we're going to have a few more issues with all of this broken water, but that is absolutely fine because we fixed it once, we can fix it again. Oh, that is another skeleton. Nope, not a skeleton. What are they called? Another zombie. Okay, soon to be a drowned. Wonderful. It's actually kind of interesting to me that the conduit doesn't work on... What are they called? Zombies! Oh my goodness. My brain is failing me today. Like, surely if this is helping me breathe underwater, it should be helping them breathe underwater. They're already dead anyways. Oh! My goodness, what the heck just happened? I felt like I became not in water for a second. You could live if you just leave me alone. Oh, the turtle grew up. What is this? Oh, is that what I think it is? I had a quick Google. It is not what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like turtle poop or something, but it's not. Learn something new every day, especially in this game. Oh, that's why it felt like I wasn't in water for a second, because I'm quite literally stealing the water block for a second. Nice. Okay, let's continue building this thing. Looking good so far, I think. How am I going to do this? Oh, that's probably the way to do this. Is it? I don't know. That's what I'm going for here. So I'm probably going to have to also put in a couple pieces here. Oh my goodness, I hate building underwater so much. Alright, and there we have it, our third little ocean ruin. I'm just swimming around and realizing the dolphin is gone, and I think it's despawned because I forgot to put a name tag on it. What is that a villager? How is there a chef villager down here? What the heck? Anyways, I need to source myself a name tag at some point and get another dolphin. Please remind me. So I was looking at this little cave here and I was thinking it would look super cool to have like a couple tentacles coming out of it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm hoping from the outside it kind of looks like there's a little sea monster in here, but I can't say I've built many tentacles before, so we'll see how this turns out. I feel like that's looking pretty good for a first tentacle. I've just got to jump back into it and add in a few more extra details. So I'm thinking if we use some purple concrete for the little pads, I guess you might call them. Then I was thinking we could use a mix of these sandstone stairs and slabs and whatnot. And hopefully it looks like the little suckers. I cannot for the life of me think what they're called. There is definitely a dedicated name for these parts though. What is it? I think they are just called suckers, to be honest. Okay, does that look good? It's really hard to tell. I'm gonna have to run all the way around to the other side of the build to check. Oh, what? I feel like I was far enough away for that to not have happened. Okay, well, I think that looks good. It's a little bit of a wasted journey though, because these things are getting so long that they are all in the way. So Maybe I'll do a little swim around and cut them all back a little bit so we can actually see what's going on around here. The one definitely looks good, but I feel like to make it really believable, we need 2 of these at least. So let's build a second tentacle. This one's definitely gone a little bit more rogue because I've kind of gone off at an angle, so I'm really hoping it looks as good as the first one. Alright, sick. They actually look a lot better than I expected they would. Oh, looks like I missed another night's sleep, but I've got to head out for more materials, so no time to nap. I spent the next couple of days gathering oak, spruce, and dark oak. I then hunted down and stole the wool from some sheep, and finally I gathered some iron and diamonds to upgrade and maintain my tools before heading back. Alright, so to take a break from all of the underwater stuff, I'm gonna add in some docks. So I'm just gonna go along here and fill in all the main parts of the dock, and then I'm gonna go back around, punch out some holes, and then replace it with a few trapdoors and maybe some campfires to add a little bit of texture. I do feel like technically these little details are maybe a bit unnecessary, but I feel like when you do all the little tiny details, it just really makes a build come together. Alright, now that the base of the docks are done, would I really call it a base? I don't know, but the this part of the dock is done, and now I just gotta add in some fencing. I think to go down the stairs, I'm gonna try and use this kind of fence instead. Or should we try and do a mix? Okay, no. Definitely just a bunch of these. Alright, I'd say that's looking pretty good, and is that Millie stuck under there? Of course it is. Okay, let me go get her out. I feel like she's always in the wrong place at the wrong time. Anyways, now Millie is safe, we can get to work on adding some lighting up here. So, just gonna do the same kind of lamps as I have here, but with dark oak. Is that good, or do I need to bring it down one? I feel like maybe I need to bring it down one. Okay, yeah, I feel like that works with the space a little bit better. So let's do the next one here, and then we'll do one either side of this part. One down here, and then here, I think. Oh, well, that is exactly why we need some lighting up here. Alright, so I'm just building a little crane here on the dock because, let's be honest, it feels like there should be one. Like, what kind of working dock doesn't have some sort of crane hauling things around? The idea is that it's used for pulling up fishing nets or maybe lifting cargo off of boats, and I mean, in reality, I don't need it to move anything, but it makes the dock feel a lot more alive, you know? Like, suddenly this isn't just a nice looking dock, it's a place where things happen. I do worry that this isn't gonna look like a crane when I'm done, but I'm hoping it looks enough like something that would be on a dock for it to be okay. You know what? That looks great. And so does the rest of the dock. I also feel like if this thing doesn't really look like a crane, it does look like a fishing reel. So either way works for me. Also, what dock is complete without a ship? So obviously I'm building a ship right now. I'm just building out the base of the ship, and then obviously once that's done, we can start building it up. And then when the frame's done, we can fill it in, and hopefully it will start looking more like a boat and less like a raft. Let's build up 1, 2, 3, I think will be enough. And now let's build up some walls. I'm gonna do a little mix of these oak logs and then strip them, and then just use all of these oak slabs to build up the rest of the sides. Then to act like windows, I'm gonna do a little trapdoor thing. Not windows. Not sure exactly what to call them right now, but little window things on the side of the ship. Honestly, where the heck are these villagers coming from? Because oh no, get me out of here. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't think there's a village near here, so not really sure where they're coming from. Anyways, let's get this floor filled in, and then we'll take a little step back and just double check that this thing looks good. Is this a prank? Why the heck is this now spawning in here? Good news is the boat's looking good. Bad news is apparently this is a slime chunk, and somehow this thing is spawned in here. Ouch! Gosh, I forgot how much those hurt. Oh, that was fun. Let's get back to building this ship. Ah! No! Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a little bit dangerous. I actually almost just lost the world to that moment right there. That would not have been cool. I really should probably run around and just place all of those torches again, but am I going to? No. I'm probably just going to keep letting myself be blown up by creepers and complain about it. Anyways, let's start building our ship outwards a little bit. Let's do one of those there and then a little upside down stairs thing going on. Oh. Gosh, I really need those drowns to go because the sound of them gargling is making me feel a bit sick, actually. And now let's do the same on the other side. Oh my gosh, why is this bit so difficult? There we go. Okay. Once we get that first bit placed, it's much easier. Okay, now I've added those side bits, I feel like it's really coming together and actually looking a bit more like a boat now. And now we just need to finish off this little top area. Kind of not sure which way around to place all of these stairs to make it look good, but let's just try doing it this way. Okay, I think that's gonna work, and then let's top these things off with some trapdoors. Alright, I feel like that looks good. Now we have a good area for a little captain's quarters. I guess I could technically add some details down here, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna. Oh, I can't get out. Not the best design, I will say that. If I was gonna build down there, that is. And now we have the fun task of adding the sails. So let's just add a long row of that, and then we'll go out one. Can I reach these from here? Oh, I can. Okay, that's good. Now we know how far up we need to go with these. I think what I'm going to do is take away this one and then get myself back down here and then take away these two. Then that should look good and more sail-like when it's all done. So let's just do the same on the other side. Now to give this sail a little bit of movement. So I'm just going to use these banners and hopefully you'll be able to see them swaying a little bit. And it kind of gives the illusion of a swaying sail, I guess. A swaying sail, a blowing sail. Not sure what would be correct in this instance. I guess just kind of swaying because it's not going anywhere right now. Okay, that is one sail done and I feel like that looks really good, but we definitely need another one right here. It's definitely looking a little bit strange without it. All right, that is our second sail done. Now let's add some light to this thing because it is very dark over here. Let's add a couple lights in this little room. And also a light back here. You know what? I am so happy with that. It turned out even better than I was expecting and definitely looks like... Is that Millie screaming again or was that something else? Oh, there she is. I think she might be stuck underneath the boat. So let's go check that out. Why is she always getting stuck on things? Are you good? I wonder if I can just sort of like push her out of here. Or maybe she wants to be here. Okay, I think she just wants to be under the boat because I've just pushed her out and she still has gone back under there. So let's just leave her to that. And what can we do next? All right, you know what? I'm really not sure at all where a ship might be going in a cave like this, but I like this ship so much, I think we need to build it a little friend. Oh my goodness, these things actually just have to go away. I can't keep building like this. Okay, I feel like this should be big enough for our little ship. If it isn't, then it wouldn't be much of a little ship. It'd probably be more like this. Let me just double check the length of that. I feel like maybe it might be a bit too long. Nope, I think we're good. So let's continue by making this a little bit wider on the bottom and then just fill in this floor with some oak planks. And let's put a couple of stairs right here. And let's do spruce slabs right here. And from here we can build out the sides with some of these logs. And I'm really hoping this ship is not too big for this space. Oh, I feel like it's small enough. And now we have the task of figuring out how to build this sail. So I'm thinking that should probably be enough for up there. Let's get ourselves down. And then let's bring this bit out one. Okay, that should be good. So then let's bring this out this way. And then join that up. And hopefully we'll create a nice triangle that goes down to this point here. And it will look beautiful, and we don't have to do too much work to make it look like a sail. Alright, cute. I'd say that's our smaller ship done. Now it's time to empty my pockets and head out for some more materials. I spent the next couple of days tracking down amethyst, calcite, and obsidian. Once that was done, I headed above ground to grab some more wool, acacia, and red sandstone. I finished off by using my Silk Touch pickaxe to snag some coral blocks and fans. Okay, so I don't technically need another portal at this stage, but hear me out, I have a really cute idea and there is no way that I'm not building it. Instead of just making a regular old portal, I'm gonna build a giant seashell and then have the little opening in the middle be the actual portal. Or at least I'm gonna attempt to do that. I have no idea how tricky shaping the shell is gonna be, but I'm committed now, so... Worst case scenario, it looks like a very abstract amethyst geode, and we'll just call it an artistic interpretation of a shell. But the best case, we get the cutest portal ever. So let's get this thing finished. Right, well, that's the easy part done. Now let's build the actual shell. Let's add this around here. It's going to be kind of hard to actually make the opening now that I really think about it, but I'm sure we'll manage. Oh my goodness, I am having a mare right now. Okay, now let's surround this calcite with some amethyst. What a lovely block, singing me a little tune as I build. Then just a few more pieces up here. And then I think in the gaps, I'm going to do a little mix of the magenta terracotta and some of this purple terracotta. Alright, so we've got it looking like an amethyst geode. I think if we just bring the shell out this way a little bit, it will look more like a shell and less like a geode. So let's get back on this dock and make our way back to the portal. I think the easiest way to do this bit is to again start with the deep slate and then just sort of bring it out like this and create a little, like a skeleton for all of the amethyst to sit on. Okay, and now the skeleton is kind of done. Let's fill this thing in with amethyst and some magenta and purple terracotta. And try not to fall into every hole possible whilst we do this. There we go, that is looking much more like a shell. For finishing touches on this thing, I'm going to add in some leaves, and I'm hoping it's going to kind of look like sea moss or like algae or something all over the shell. If not, the leaves will just make it look better anyway, because leaves make everything look better. I think it'd be cute to sort of add in a little bit of a pathway too, so I'm just going to fill in this little gap with dirt and then make it a dirt path. And then also add some lights onto these fences, because it's still looking pretty dark over here, even though this entire portal is technically a light source, I think. And I also have these little seashells from the twig mod, or I can't remember what it's called, but basically seashells on the seashore. Beautiful. And I'd say that's our shell portal done. Just as cute as I imagined it being. So all I have written for filming today is just one post-it note that says crabs. So I guess that's what we're doing today. We are building crabs. I feel like that looks really good. The use of the banner is great, but I think I need to straighten the banner out. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted. That looks much better. That is actually ridiculously adorable. Okay, well, I want to add another couple crabs over here, but apparently this is where all the spooky guys are hanging out. I'd love if these guys would come down, and also if I could kill them without them exploding. Ah! Oh, it's so hard to fight too. Oh no, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. No! I don't even want to turn around. Okay, it's not that bad. Anyways, now that's dealt with, we can add a couple more crabs. I also think I'm going to have to head over to the house and grab a few more shells because unfortunately they don't stack, so I have to pick them up like one by one. I feel like it could be cute to have the eyes slightly off-centered, but did it look weird over on this one? Maybe. Like that looks really good, but then when I add in the legs, it doesn't look so good. What am I talking about? That literally looks fine. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. And I think this little spot here is just asking to have a little crab sat there. So let's add another crab. Oh my gosh, these might be the best things I've ever built. They are so cute. Okay, the crabs are all built. So my next task is... well, I can't build custom trees here, which does make me a little bit sad, but I can for sure build a custom reef. So let's just add a bunch more of these corals down here and make it look a lot better than it already does. See, I only added a few more so far, but it's already looking a lot better. Alright, that is looking much better. I think we could still go even further and make it a little bit more lively down here, but I'm gonna come back and do that later. For now, I gotta go get some more materials. I spent some time underground gathering iron and coal, which I turned into lanterns and fairy lights. I also topped off my stone. Above ground, I gathered some spruce wood and lily pads. So we obviously already have some fancy lighting going on around here, but I do want to make sure I get to do some extra cute fancy lighting around here. And what better way to do that than to add lanterns to lily pads. Very, very cute. I'm definitely going to add a bunch more of these over here. I feel like these floating lanterns are really adding to the vibe here. Just need to get rid of all of these little dirt trails and build my way up here with even more dirt, and then obviously place as many as we can reach, which is 1 for this one. Oh, ouch. I'm also just now realizing as I finish off this little section of lantern placing, with the water lanterns and the floating lanterns, we've kind of accidentally done like a tangled theme here. Definitely not complaining though, because these are looking gorgeous. I really wish there was a way to be able to sort of place a lantern like this and then place the glass on top, but it doesn't seem like you can do that because you might think that that's it. But as soon as I get rid of this, it just pops off, which is obviously fine for the ones that are this level because I can reach them pretty easily, but the ones I had to do all the way up here, they were a lot harder. I was also thinking like a mini dock here would look really cute. I know it kind of doesn't make sense because it's basically just going right into the wall, but it's gonna look cute, I think. So let's just use up the rest of these materials that I have, and hopefully that looks like a cute little dock with our lovely sunbathing crabs. Kind of ironic really that there's sunbathing crabs and there is no light down here. I also figured since we have pretty much all the time in the world, why not add a little area back here for the captain? And I've got a little map here too. Doesn't cover much, but it does cover our little area, and I feel like that is really, really cute to see. And just to make it a little bit cuter in here, let's add a hanging pot. I feel like that's a little bit low actually. Okay, I feel like now that should be fine. Okay, yeah, that is super cute. And as cute as this looks already, it does need a little bit of light down here. So I've got a bunch of sea pickles, which is absolutely wonderful because that's going to be exactly what we need down here. To be honest, once all of the pickles are down, I might run around with my leftover coral fan things and sort of just add different colors to each coral because it does look good having them have like the corresponding color with the coral blocks, but it might just make it feel a little bit more lively down here if I add different colors. I might have to go get some more sea pickles. Okay, actually, even though pickles really fit the vibe, I can place lanterns under here and I feel like they emit more light. So Just gonna run around and use my last few lanterns, and hopefully that lights it up nicely down here. Okay, there we go. That looks much better. We can actually see some of the nice things that we've built under here. So let's get back down there. Oh, actually, let's go get my leftover fans. And let's just switch out a couple of these for a couple of different colored ones. The nice thing about this too is that as I break these ones, I'm going to get a few of them back so that I can cover more of the area with all these different colors. I also can't believe I forgot that I have so much kelp. So let me just place a bunch of that in all of these gaps, and then I feel like we might be done. I don't want to talk too soon, but I think this might be it. Okay, now I feel like that really looks like the ocean. Is that Millie? Of course it is. She is insane. I don't know how she gets herself into those situations. Anyways, as I was saying, I feel like the kelp has really made this look like the ocean now. Oh, and all of the fish are back. That is good to see. And before I forget, let's go get ourselves another dolphin. Okay, we are a little bit further out than last time, but with the help of this dolphin, we should make it back pretty quickly. I'm hoping she'll follow me down this gap again. Although this isn't the same dolphin, but we'll pretend it is. And there she goes. There she should go. Excuse me. Oh! Oh no. I hope she fell on the water and not the top of the ship. Okay, phew. She is fine. Thank goodness for that. I was about to feel very bad. Alright, I would say that is transformation complete. The gentle sounds of water lapping at stone shores echoed through the cave as I tilled the farm and Millie played on one of the ships. Looking around the cave was unrecognizable to what it once was, and that's a job well done. My name is Em, this is Millie, and you have all been amazing. Make sure you're subscribed so I can see you in the next one.